Hello, everybody.
Hi there. My name is Keith.
And my name is Del.
And we are Renjeaux, and we listen to cool albums. Del, what are we listening to today?
Today, Keith, we are listening to Genesis, Wind and Wuthering.
This is a great fall album, and it is. We're in fall. We're almost in winter, aren't we? And
we're falling into winter. Yes.
This is a cool one. So this is Genesis's 8th studio album.
8th? Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? 8th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they've, by the time they recorded this album, they're down to a 4-piece. Right? Peter Gabriel had left already, and
yeah, this is their second 4-piece album.
Their second album of 1976.
Yeah, I guess.
This was released in December of '76, and I think Trick of the Tail was like January or February or something.
Right, and they'd already toured Trick of the Tail and so on and so forth. So
I was confused about that for the longest time. That they released 2 albums in '76, and for the longest time I thought this album was the first of the 2.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And then about 5 years after,
I don't know, because we were going back at this time. I think I listened to both of them at the same time, so they were always joined together for me as well.
Well, so. They definitely, they were always joined together, but for a while, I thought this was the older twin, right? And but it's the other way around. So, we listened to Trick of the Tail.
Yes.
That was episode 20 or something like that. And,
right.
We're on episode, I don't know what episode.
45.
44, 45. Okay. And so this, they go together. I think they go together really well. We loved Trick of the Tail. I loved it even more, when we listened to it last time than I ever had.
Right.
And I still love this album. I don't actually think this album is quite as good as let me how can I say this? Trick of the Tail was kind of here, and then when we listened to it, it went up here, right?
Yeah.
To me, Wind and Wuthering was about right here, right? Trick of the Tail was here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Wind and Wuthering is, it's just maybe not even quite as good as what I now think Trick of the Tail is. So
right.
That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Was that clear as mud?
Yeah, that was very muddy, but I understand.
Okay. You got a muddy mind, I guess.
So, but a thing about this band, being their fourth or being their second album with Hackett, it gave a little bit more experience with them without Peter. So it gave them a little bit more,
time to practice. They had that tour, right?
Yeah. So to me, Blood on the Rooftops is one of the best songs ever by any band, ever by any artist. It's definitely up there with my favorite 2 or 3 Genesis songs. So for sure, there are some really great moments. One for the Vine is, there's some really great stuff on this album, and I still love this album. Still, it's so dear to my heart. I listen to this album at least once a year, for my whole life. So, well, what are we waiting on then, Keith? What are we waiting on?
We're waiting for the 11th Earl of Mar, and when's he gonna be here? Oh, he's here.
He's here.
Daddy. So this is about an earl back in, 1600s or something, and how there was an uprising in Scotland.
1715, the Jacobite rebellion.
Right. That's what I was gonna. That's what isn't that what I said?
Yeah. I was repeating what you mean, but I didn't know all that then. All I knew was.
Yes, the Mellotron strings there. Is that orchestral
That's what was coming in.
Nice. Tony Banks, man.
Sun had been up for a couple of hours, covered the ground with a layer of gold. Spirits were high and the rain had stopped. The line was loud. The boy that wanted out to the park, getting very far. Daddy, oh daddy, you promised. Out on the road in the direction of birth, backwards and forwards in a circle he went. Found his safety half open and ready to breathe. Those
Bass line. I love how Mike Rutherford's bass in here.
with pistols on their feet. Daddy,
Phil's
you
really,
promised, you promised.
Phil's harmonies. Cool, nice change in that bass line. I know.
See the steward all raised up. He's got eyes in the back of his head. Who came in a double shovel that could only just flow? Couldn't even lift a sword. Dressed to a fire, smelling of wine. Daddy, you got to
I
go.
know that little breakdown.
Here comes the bishop, all dressed up. He's gonna bless you if you're ready to pay. One wave of his funny old stick. There's a band of light across your eyes.
That piano arpeggio. Classic Tony Banks.
Wait a week, still they had nothing that could always timing. They're the one fear. So they're riding along on the crest of a wave. They're headed for London, and that will be their grave. Daddy, I'm waiting, I'm waiting.
Nice Steve Hackett right here. How many tracks of guitar is that?
Why I love Genesis.
I know these little instrumental, these beautiful little fairy tale interludes, right? The Trick of the Tail had these, I mean, Mad Moon, the big one. This just one for the Vines got that one. That's I think there's 3 guitar players here. Banks is playing guitar, Rutherford, Hackett. Probably that melody is Hackett. Yeah, and Phil playing the little xylophone.
Bill said
To go to bed,
Choir.
never seems too keen to be a guest now in a house of dreams.
Bill's a better soft singer than Peter was.
Oh yeah, he's got a lighter voice for sure.
From a hillside, beckoning the trees, a silver tongue in a breeze. I'm fighting gravity falling. My daddy won't let them get me. A voice screams, seems to be calling. The face turns
Indonesian or something. That kind of a modal thing.
I could see that.
So, that's, to me, that's not as strong as an opener as Dance on a Volcano, but it's freaking cool.
Okay, I won't argue with you, but I like it.
I do too. It's when you compare the album's song, and you can pretty much compare these albums song by song.
Yeah, you can.
Almost,
you can.
know?
That's true. Okay.
It's a cool song.
It's a cool song. Let's go listen to Dance on a Volcano then. No, that's not. I have to be honest. Other than One for the Vine, which we'll get to in a little bit, but other than that, I hardly really paid attention to the lyrics on this album until this week. I just love the way it felt. I love the way it moved.
Yeah.
And so this song was like, I really didn't know what it was about. And I still really don't know what it's completely about.
This song?
And, yeah. In fact, I didn't even know it was Daddy. I thought it was Danny.
Yeah, I didn't know it was about. I didn't know that the 11th Earl of Mar was a real guy, until today. Actually.
So I just listened to this album really just for the lushness of it, and
that's cool.
I thought it was very. And this song kind of represents. It's very pastoral. I hate using that term because I hear it too much, but I don't know if it works for that. But it seems very organic album. Very. Just very lush again, for lack of a better term.
Well, yeah, like the album cover, It's got the tree, right? And on the front cover, it's got the tree with the leaves.
Yep.
So it's spring or something. Even though it's gray, it's like a cloudy, rainy. It's like a spring day, right? It could be showers rolling in or something. If you flip over the record, that's the same scene except the tree is bare, like a winter scene.
Yeah.
So it's it's got that pastoral feel. It's like Trick of the Tail. It's kind of that magical, the English countryside, kind of that, I don't know, I mean, I get that pastoral, pastoral, fantastical,
natural,
English, natural,
right?
Kind of supernatural too, I mean, fantastical.
All right. I'm trying to bend it natural. You bend it supernatural. I get it. We'll fly into the other regions.
Apparently, so Mike Rutherford wrote the lyrics to 11th Earl of Mar, and he had been reading about the history of that Jacobin uprising in Scotland, and so he was. I don't know. Maybe he was reading it to his son or something, and his son wanted to hear the story, bedtime story, and like, Daddy, you promised that you were gonna read me about, read to me about.
Is that what the daddy promised?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
Now that makes sense.